Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here. Money Making Monday. Here with the Pick Dogs Morning Show. Just continuing to show up day after day, day in, day out. Y'all know what we do here, man. Cook it up on the daily. Mondays with Costi. Rootful of the franchise. He's always here. What's happening, franchise? How you doing?
Doing all right. Yeah, it's another weekend in the books. Had one of my more forgettable Sundays, but that's okay. Start of a new week, new opportunities, new money to be made. So ready to break down the Monday card. Small card today, but still a lot of decent action on the board.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Costi. Mondays. What's happening?
What's up, man? What's up? I don't know. Can't be too mad about yesterday for me. I started off hot 3-0 early in the day and then gave it all back in the afternoon. That's the NFL for you, man. It's just you pick your spots, and no matter the outcome of an individual week, you have to really look at the bigger sample size of how you've done in the whole season. Can't only focus on the losses. You got to just look at it from a long-term basis, and had a really good NFL season. Yesterday in the afternoon slot was not my favorite. Had the Chargers. Fucking Chargers, man. It's like they died. Ass, man. Frauds. And then on the other hand, I had the Colts. Ever since Jonathan Taylor's running in, drops it.
That was my one loss in the NFL yesterday, was that one. And
come on, man. It happened a couple times yesterday. People running into touchdowns. I think in the Arizona game. No, it wasn't the Arizona game. Cincinnati game. Man, they're getting picks all day. You get Will Levis. You bench Will Levis. You're having the best defensive game of your season, and you still can't do it right. But they got the dub. Could still make a playoffs there, the Bengals. Still possible.
Joe Shiesty, man. Turn me up. They're going to make the playoffs.
I don't know about going to make the playoffs.
Going to. Denver's going to lose out. Denver's going to lose out. And they're going to make it.
You keep saying that shoe is going to drop for Denver. And
yesterday was the day up until fucking Jonathan Taylor fumbles walking into the end zone. They would have went up 2 scores right there. That would have been a completely different ball game.
Completely different game. Yep. Who does Denver have the rest of the way?
They got the Bengals, the Chiefs, and the Chargers.
Well, the Bengals are dead.
No, they're not.
No, they're not dead. But
did you not watch it? Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are him. Like, this is the greatest season I've almost ever seen in my life. If their defense had any pulse, then, man, everybody hollering Josh Allen MVP. Y'all need to recheck them numbers, man. If Burrow get this team into the playoffs, shout out Josh Allen. No, he is him, but Burrow's him. Burrow's him. Lamar went crazy yesterday too. Touchdowns.
They got at Chargers. That could be a loss. At Bengals. That could be a loss. And then you're playing Kansas City with backups.
Carson Wentz show.
It might be the Carson Wentz show for the next 2 weeks anyway. Sorry, the next 10 days. Saturday and Wednesday. I don't think they're going to.
What did he say? It's bruised, not broken. That's what he said.
Who, Mahomes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here's the thing with Mahomes. I can't tell year after year. Is he just really good at recovering fast, or he just says his shit is really that hurt, but it's really not that hurt? It seems, don't you notice all these years, like he always comes back from these ankle injuries really fast. And everybody's saying it this time. This one's a little different. This one looks worse. Same shit in the playoffs last year, ankle, and then he comes back and doesn't matter. So I don't know.
He drinks the Tom Brady avocado smoothies.
That's what it is. The avocado smoothies. Do you still drink those?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I call that guacamole, dude.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah, pretty much. Give me some
Well,
chips.
Chris, you recovered fast from Friday. Your nose is back to normal.
It was gone in like an hour. That was the worst part, too.
You're recovering. Yeah. You recovered quicker than Pat Mahomes' ankle. I respect that. Played on Friday. Now you're playing on Monday. You're good.
Man. I had a really good day yesterday. A couple bad beats like that Colts. That coach.
That fucking coach.
That knew we weren't gonna win. It was gonna be the worst beat ever.
Oh, it's so good.
I gotta ask Carrie to send me that video. I need it in my phone. Oh man, it's gonna be the worst beat ever. And then I lost in the NBA. I had a loss in the NBA. It was the Magic. Shout out the Knicks. It's still Jay versus the Knicks. Y'all got one. Barely. No Boncaro, no Wagner. Y'all got one. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to them boys, man.
Shout out to the 3-point show over there in Golden State.
But yeah, that was my play today last night, man. Luka Hemi Doncic. 45-point trip dub. Clay went in there with a 29 ball, shooting that thing over Curry and laughing at him. I said, okay, we hooping tonight.
Most threes in an NBA game.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Yeah, we all do. We all do.
Me too, buddy. Some days just ain't the same without him, honestly. Especially days like a Monday, like today. Like he was the battery in my back, bro. Like, fuck. Be though, man. Life, man. Life. Yesterday was crazy. There was a lot happening yesterday.
You want to get into some winners and losers?
Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's do some winners and losers. Roof, what you got going, my man? How you feeling? Winners and losers.
Losers, in honor of OG, the Miami Dolphins. You have a chance to really save your season, keep it alive. You know, you fake play good, you win 4 of 5, and then you just once again fall apart. You choke. That was a a winnable game. Even though the Houston Texans are really good, it was still a winnable game for how well they were playing, and they just failed to step up. And I think that's all it was. So, loser for me, the Miami Dolphins failing to come in clutch.
Was that really a winnable game for them with no offensive line?
I still think it was. I mean, they were playing well going into that game.
Chris, you wasn't on the show yesterday. Stat of the day. Mike McDaniel heading into that game 3-14 against teams above 500.
Yeah.
And so after yesterday, 3-15. Player today in the NFL was the Houston Texans.
You could throw. There's a lot of variables you can throw on the road here. Miami when it gets to cold weather, bad stat. Miami against winning teams, bad stat. Mike McDaniel's the worst coach in the history of the NFL, the best stat. He is so fucking bad, man. I don't even know how he got this far. He faked it so much to get to this point. No clue. But yeah, they had no offensive. Both their tackles were out. And when you have Will Anderson Jr. on the outside and a Texas defensive line who's the strength of their defense, it was going to be a tough day. Now, granted, Jalen Waddle getting hurt was a big deal. Without him, I mean, they're one-dimensional with Tyreek Hill. Yeah, tough spot for them. It was a bad spot. I didn't like them at all. Tua's getting. I was just waiting for Tua not to die on the field.
Man, he had that one little scramble he dove head first.
I know.
But yeah, them Dolphins, they just don't got it, man. Mike McDaniel, straight ass. Terrible. Stat of the day. That was the stat of the day yesterday. Mike McDaniel. I'm trying to do one of those every day. Stat of the day. I don't got one today. Starting tomorrow. New show. Same channel.
I couldn't pull it off, man. I didn't have enough time. I was trying to pull it off. It's in the works. Now I dropped it. He kept saying, "You're gonna be fine." I said, "Fine. I'm leaving. I don't care. I'm leaving the show." New show, same channel. He loved that bit. I don't know why he kept texting me. I said, "I'm leaving. Where are you going?" New show, same channel.
Where we going first, winner or loser?
Oh, it's a lot. Let me see. Shout out to my boys. Did exactly what they were supposed to. They could have made the line 21. Didn't matter. Ravens, Lamar, another game with more touchdowns and incompletions. 65 rushing yards. Now, again, it's the Giants, but I don't care. It's an NFL team. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. They got the job done. They rested guys in the fourth quarter. Shout out to Lamar and being him. That's it. He's him. He's a next level player that everybody would give him all that shit that he couldn't throw the ball. And now the guy is elite thrower of the football and got the fourth quarter rest, getting ready for Pittsburgh Steelers coming into town on Saturday. So, winner, Lamar Jackson.
Shout out Lamar. I had them as well yesterday. I laid them the points. Lamar, that was another stat of the day. Lamar versus the NFC.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now. Where am I going to go? Let's see. I could take the easy one. Layup. Winner. Joe Burrow. Joe Shiesty. Joe him. Joe Mr. Go Get It Done. Joe MVP. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
He's not MVP.
He's MVP.
Josh Allen's the MVP right now.
No, he's not. He's not.
They are not going to put Joe Burrow as an MVP.
I don't care what they're doing. This is not their MVP. This is my MVP.
Oh, sure. Okay.
This is no way you can
Jay
lead
Briggs
the
MVP award.
There's no way you can lead the league in touchdowns, yards, completions. He leads everything.
Right, I get it, but they just don't give it to guys with
Joe him, man.
records.
Joe Shiesty. Joe Get It Done. It's not his fault that defense is hot ass. It's not his fault. It's not his problem. All he can do is go out there and do what he's supposed to do. And that's what he does. Go out there, throw dots, throw touchdowns, and lead me to the next round in the fantasy playoffs. Shout out Joe Burrow. Shout out Joe Shiesty. Shout out Joe him. That's my quarterback, bro. Right now, I'm sorry.
He's my quarterback in fantasy also.
I'm saying if I was an NFL GM and the league folded and then came back and everybody had to redraft and I had the first pick, I'm not taking Mahomes. I'm not taking Allen. I'm not taking Lamar. I'm taking Joe Burrow. I'm sorry. I'm not taking Dak. I'm taking Joe Burrow. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. For me personally, I'm not saying the best quarterback in the league is still Patrick Mahomes. But right after that, man, I get why people like Allen. I get it. I'm not mad at nobody saying Josh Allen. Honestly, I'm not mad at nobody saying Lamar Jackson. Different strokes for different folks. But my stroke, man, he be in that pocket. Just looking so sweet.
All right, second round. You can only take one of two. The Jet or Chase?
Chase.
Because you remember I said this to you.
I know. I think I said Jettas last time. But
yeah.
I was switching.
Yeah, that's Man, they're both. Can you imagine that offense? I mean, I watched it. We watched that LSU offense, but we really didn't appreciate it yet. We just really didn't know. And now you're seeing these guys are just A1.
So that's mine. I would also say I could just go winner yesterday, quarterback play. Like elite quarterback play yesterday was on full display. There was a couple games where yesterday I was like, okay, here's the guys that are elite. Here's the guys that are middle of the pack. Here's the guys that are just flat out terrible. Yeah, I thought, and I also thought one more winner, the NFL yesterday. The NFL was actually one of the best Sundays in a while, just from a watching perspective. Not every week is a fun watch, bro. As somebody who watches all the games every week, this past Sunday was probably one of the best of the year thus far. So shout out to the NFL for a good week. Chris?
Yeah, my only other loser, and it's one of the rare times I'll say it this season, Dan Campbell. That play call of calling for an onside kick in the fourth quarter. I get it. You know, he's a gambler. He goes for it on fourth down more than any coach by like a mile in the league this season. But I don't think that was the time to do it. I especially now when you have to announce your intent to go for an onside kick. If it was last year where you could just surprise a team and just kind of go for it, that's one thing. But, you know, now 10 minutes to go, you know, your defense has started to claw its way back. You know, it's gone shot for shot with Buffalo. And now, you give them a short field and I'm sure, you know, Campbell didn't anticipate Mac Hollins returning it to the 5-yard line and then setting up a short field, but
shoeless Mac.
That wasn't the time to do it. So, unfortunately, just for the 1 week, I'm sure he'll be fine. Dan Campbell is one of my losers of the week.
You had the Lions yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know if that's really in my opinion, that secondary, that defense has guys on that roster right now that weren't even in training camp. Just think of it like that. They weren't even in training camp. He knew his defense is beat up. He took a shot, and I don't really mind it simply because if they have a short field so they can't run out the clock, they potentially get a field goal. They're only up 13. You're still within 2 possessions. I mean, obviously, you don't anticipate Mac Hollins returning it to the 2-yard line, but, you know.
Yeah, this is how I look at it. At the end of the day, he knew the same thing we all know. We're the Detroit fucking Lions, so we got to do something. like, bro, that's what I keep trying to tell everybody, bro.
But it's like I don't want to. I would rather just kick the ball away and make the Bills go 70 yards than at most 40.
But he didn't want them to run out the clock.
They weren't going to stop them regardless. Like they weren't. It wasn't going to happen. Did you not see how Josh Allen was playing yesterday? It wasn't going to happen. No matter what they did, they could have had a 12th man on the field. They wasn't going to stop him. So I'm not mad at him for trying to get an extra sneak of possession. You know, sometimes you got to do it. It just didn't pan out. They were going to go down and score on that drive anyway. I'm just letting you know. That's how I feel. Yeah.
The Lions were clawing back.
How many touchdowns did they have and how many times did they punt?
I'm just saying, like, the Lions were starting to make some stands in that game. So
scored 48 points, Chris.
That's what I don't know what game Chris was watching.
They were starting. Well, but they were also down by multiple scores in that game to cut it back down to one score. So they had to get stopped somewhere.
I don't know when they cut it down to 1 score. Maybe in the first half at some point. Second half, they were never within 1 score.
Yeah, they were. They went down 1 score, and then the onside kick brought it back to a 13-point game.
Sure about that, sir?
Pretty sure.
Shout out to Bills. It's still looking like they got to go to Arrowhead, though. So
no, they were down 38-28. They were down by 10, and then they kicked an onside kick.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Them boys
There's no way. They're not kicking an onside kick down by 7.
Oh, man. Still. They wasn't
going to get to do it.
They was going to stop.
You can't stop.
They had to.
Yeah, I'll give you I don't know if this is really a loser because the Carolina Panthers are losers anyway, but that's another stat of the day. You make them a favorite, them a favorite, fade their asses. Big Al McMorty, me and him were talking about it yesterday morning. Carolina as a favorite.
That shit was so disrespectful. That shit didn't even make sense. It didn't make so much sense. I couldn't even bet it. Like, I was like, bro, like, somebody just know something? Is there something I'm missing here? Like, what the fuck?
Bryce Young, lane 2.5.
Like, bro, get out of here,
bro. Yeah. I don't even know if that's a loser, but
that didn't even make sense.
Loser is the bookmakers that made a -2.5.
Easy loser, Jonathan Taylor, but I won't go there. That's too easy, bro.
That's just disappointing, right? Like, what are you doing?
I could go Army, did all that just to get messed up by Navy.
Horvath, man, can't count him out. Healthy Horvath is a different story for the Navy team.
I guess
Chris, you mad at me?
That's really it for me.
I'm really upset.
No. Sorry, I'm just looking at stuff. I'm looking at the comments on YouTube.
Okay. Okay. I don't really care anyway, but
wow.
I mean, I care a little bit.
I guess that's it for me. I don't really have no more.
Yeah, me too.
Anything else, Costa?
Shout out Green Bay Packers.
Go Pack, go.
Oh, man, just came in there and just beat them up. I had no action on the game.
Seattle ass.
Ass. And they kept it on paper, early in the game, you would look at it, they kind of kept it close, but Green Bay is, you could just tell, the better team everywhere. Offensively, defensively, coaching. Man, they put your boy in there in the third quarter. He was scared to throw the ball. How do you have a backup quarterback that's scared to throw the ball? Sam Howell, 5 for 14 for 24 yards and an interception. Our franchise player could do better than that. You put the franchise player in there with DK on the outside, GSI, Charbonnet running the ball. I think you can get more than 24 yards.
Maybe.
You would go 3 for 15, but I feel like a screenplay. You're going to throw the screen. You're going to get those chunk yards. Yeah. You might run it yourself.
Fair enough. Let's talk about today, fellas. We got I'm gonna start in the National Hockey League. 3 games. We got Dallas Stars. They at home tonight. Interesting. We got the Oilers and the Panthers, and we got the Canucks and the Avalanche. Franchise.
I'm going to take the Washington Capitals.
No, you're not. Stop it.
Yeah, I am.
Stop.
I just think that I'm just going for value here because I think the line should be a coin flip. I really do. You got a team that's 12 12-2 on the road, 12 against the Dallas Stars, who are playing well right now. But the Capitals are the hotter team. I think the Dallas Stars only favorite like this because they're at home. And to me, like I said, they cancel each other out with how well Washington's played on the road.
I forgot.
Huh?
What's our home record? I forgot.
12-2 or 12-3.
Okay. Thank you.
You know what Washington's road record is?
What is it?
12-2. The most profitable road team in the NHL because of lines like these. So
Dallas, I'm gonna go tonight.
It's won 4 straight and 8 of 9 against
Monday.
the Dallas team that's just inconsistent right now. 50-50 team in their last 6.
I ain't been to one yet. I might go.
You might go?
Talking about the Capitals. Turn me up so them Stars can go and get a dub.
Are you gonna go?
Probably. I'm looking right now. I don't know why. I guess it's a Monday, but it's like right on the glass is like $100.
Like Jay goes. If Jay goes, Capitals puck line.
Oh wow! I don't think because the Stars have lost a game I've been to. I think I'm undefeated.
I know it. I know we lost when you went to the thing with the screen and the Mavericks lost. That's the only reason we lost. The Mavs at the stadium, Chris. If he's close enough to the experience of the stadium, he'll still lose.
Mavs are terrible. They always lose when I go.
Shout out to Jay not going to any more Mavericks games if we're betting on them.
I can't believe Chris just took
stat of the day. 90% when Jay goes to games.
I just knew you was going to take the Stars. I just knew you were. That's all you taking?
Yeah, the wraparound will be up after the show. So
the reach around?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I remember when Mitch made me my intro song, man. It was lit.
Yeah, and your video looked like you were a serial killer at the end of it.
So what's the difference between a pro versus a Joe?
A pro is someone that is simply wagering on sports to make money. It's an alternate form of investing. Instead of the stock market, instead of crypto, instead of commodities, it just happens to be sports. They're betting on a number, not a team. A Joe is usually a fan or someone that enjoys spending their weekend wagering, especially on college football and pro football, and is not really interested in playing every small market such as NHL, tennis, golf. That's the difference between a pro and a Joe.
Hey! So what's the difference between a pro?
There he is in the comments.
Our stance.
The Euro step.
That's the difference between a pro and a Joe, man. Hey. Shout out Patty, man.
Edward. I think he said that when he got into the lobby of the hotel.
My favorite one still is him next to Big Al. There's at least a foot discrepancy.
So Al, you've won 57 handicapping championships. What makes you so good?
Well, you know Malcolm Gladwell, the author, he once wrote that 10,000 hours is what is needed to become an expert in your field. I've been doing this for 46 years, 365 days a year. I've worked over 100,000 hours. Combine that with the best handicapping database in the world, and that's the secret to success.
A lot of
the
hours.
best part is the beginning of that video when Eric finished asking the question. He's staring right at Big Al's chest.
Man,
it's like my neck doesn't go that high. My neck doesn't go to that angle. Look you eye to eye.
Is Big Al actually that big? Maybe. Or is Eric that small? We don't know.
Nah, it's Photoshop. It's Photoshop.
It's Photoshop.
That's hilarious.
His name is Big Al. Zach, just a hint. Stat of the day. His name is Big Al. Could be that big.
Yes, sir. You got any hockey? I know the answer, but I gotta ask. It's a formality. No?
You talking to me? Or Mitch.
No.
I'm going to pass on the puck dogs.
Okay. I'm fading Ruffalo. It's simple. I'm fading Roof is what it is, man. I'm taking the Stars. I'm probably going to go to the game now because Roof praying on my team downfall. And, yeah, we're going to get a dub because we're the better team and we're the Stanley Cup champs of this season. Short, sweet, simple. But nah, in all seriousness, what else do I like? I really do like the Stars, and I might really go. But I also, you giving me plus money. See, this is the one you take the plus money with. You take the plus money with Florida because Edmonton's overrated, overvalued, and Florida is actually a good team. The Capitals, they just playing good right now. Florida, a good team. That's my thoughts. So, give me Florida. Give me Dallas. It's probably going to be the championship. Stanley Cup, parlay it up. I low-key want to take the Avs, but I'll probably leave it alone. But I lean towards the Avs. Just taking the good teams tonight. You know what I mean? I don't care about record. I don't care about nothing. I'm taking
the Panthers.
Panthers.
Got shut out in back-to-back games.
Bounce back spot. Bounce back game.
The Edmonton team has won 5 in a row.
Old logo.
Old logo.
Edmonton's peaking right now.
New logo. Old logo.
Oh my God. James just pointed out, and how could I have not seen it? How did I forget about this?
Man, nobody care. They finna get flooded.
Nobody care about no revenge.
They finna get flooded.
Stanley Cup revenge spot. After coming back 3-0 down and then losing by a goal in game 7. Oh man.
Old logo. New logo.
Let's go Panthers. Let's keep it rolling. Let's go to college hoops. We'll do it all in one swoop. Small card today. We got Wofford. I can't never do it as good as he used to do it. He used to make me crack up every time he said it. Wofford versus Charleston. We got Citadel, aka the Shitadel, versus Central Arkansas. Southeast Louisiana versus Grambling. We got the Lopes, Grand Canyon against Louisiana Tech. We got Central Baptist versus Middle Tennessee. Alcorn State versus Rice and Beans. We got Air Force versus North Colorado. Montana versus Northern Iowa. Oral Roberts. What was the bid for Oral Roberts? Wasn't there a bid? Was there a bid for Oral Roberts? I forget.
I always just call him BJ Bob, but that's about it.
They're playing Texas Tech at Texas Tech. Oh, Lord. South Alabama versus TCU. Tarleton State versus UTEP. And Southern Utah versus New Mexico State. The game, I don't see it lined, but we got to shout it out because they're playing Utah Tech. The
eggs. The eggs.
And who are they playing? I don't even know who that is. Wider?
I don't even see that game, to be honest.
It's not lined. That's what I'm saying. It's not lined.
No, I know what I'm saying. I don't even see it on the schedule.
It's Whittier.
Whittier. Yeah, maybe.
Whittier. Real witty. They're real witty over there.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Don't count them out. They're very witty. Very, or whitey. Whittier. I don't know. Probably butchering the spelling here.
That one didn't land costume, sorry. It's more effective when the button works.
What works?
No.
Need it louder. Kelly sent me some, I don't know, one of those Amazon buttons. I need like the real one from Staples. That one's got sound to it.
The one that only says that was easy.
That was easy.
No.
Yeah, you just got to put it on the mic. That's all.
Yeah, but it's just low budget now.
What you doing here in college hoops?
Am I up?
Yep.
Oh, man. Not a card that I like whatsoever. Looking at it all morning, just probably not going to be betting much of college hoops tonight. The only game I'm going to have a lean on, I'm going to take Middle Tennessee State. They're the better team. They're only laying 4.5 here. They just lost to Belmont, but at Belmont only lost by 3. I mean, outside of that, I mean, this team is, I believe, is one of those, usually they make the tournament every year. Good coaching. I'm going to take a shot on them. 4.5 small, so Middle Tennessee State for me.
College hoops, man. Not a whole lot that I love today either. Give me Wofford plus the points against Charleston. Charleston's a better team, but Lance 7.5. I think you might be in some trouble. Game might come down to the end, so I'm going to take Charleston plus the points in that one. I'm also leaning towards Grand Canyon laying the 2.5 on Louisiana Tech. 6-3 team versus 9-2 team on the road, and the 6-3 team favorite tells me everything I need to know. Shout out them Lopes, man. Y'all gonna quit hating on my boys. Y'all gonna quit hating on them, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Grand Canyon Lopes. It's one of my teams, man. It's for the plot. I wish Brad was here because Brad knows it's for the plot. Made so much money off Grand Canyon last season, all season, and in the tournament. I can't get off of them, man. I can't. Give me the Lopes, man. Give me Texas Tech. Texas Tech goes stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib. They're going to blow the doors off of Oral Roberts. They might be up 27 at half. So, no need to overcomplicate that one. That's it for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with South Alabama against TCU. I actually think that's just too many points. I think TCU wins, but I think they win closer to 8 or 9 points. It's a South Alabama team. It's been a lot of close games already this season. They covered against Ole Miss, and TCU. I'm just not a buyer in the Horned Frogs. So I think South Alabama can keep that one somewhat close. So I'll take the points. I'll also go with. Let's see here.
I didn't say Charleston was the underdog. I said that I'm fading them. I'm grabbing the points with with Wofford.
Yeah, he took Wofford.
Woff.
Yeah, I like Northern Colorado when it was around 8, but now it's 9.5. Not as strong on it, but I'll still lean towards Northern Colorado. Air Force just not good enough offensively to be able to hang around for a full 40 minutes in this game. I think the Bears just shoot the lights out at home. I think they win this one by 12 or 13. So I'll lean towards Northern Colorado.
Fair enough. That's college hoops. College hoops. That's college hoops. Let's keep it rolling. Let's go over to the NBA, the National Basketball Association. Before anybody asks, the jam session will be up after the show. And Monday be kicking my ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's Monday. And I'm missing the battery in my back, bro. I'm just be 1,000 with y'all, man. Just be 1,000, bro. Sometimes I need to hear that in the morning. Where's the fucking jam session? It'll be up after the show, though, fellas. Let's talk some NBA. We have the Hornets and the Sixers. I don't like today's card either. That's what makes it hard. Like, today's card is fucking terrible. I could really not bet none of these games today. We'll see if Costi or Roof can talk me onto something. You know, sometimes they be so. They talk me on the stuff. We'll see. We got Hornets, Sixers, and Pistons, Heat. Damn, I'm up first in this one. I'm still fading Philadelphia until I have a reason not to. You feel me? Got to. I have to. This team is not good. They're banged up now as well. They're missing their best player, Joel Embiid. They're missing their actual best player this season in Jared McCain. It's not looking good for Philadelphia, and they're still laying points on the road. I got to play the spot, got to play the situation, man. Bounce back game at home that happens to be a revenge game is the situation here for Charlotte. They lost both games to Philadelphia this season, 107-105, 110-104. They were competitive. So in the double revenge spot at home at the crib. Give me Charlotte. Detroit and Miami. It's a pass for me, honestly, but I would lean towards Detroit getting the points. Miami wins, Detroit probably covers, comes right down to it. Miami is playing some of their best basketball of the season, but it was all at home. Now laying, over a bucket on the road after playing 4 straight home games. Not the sexiest spot for me. If you want to go put Heat money line on a ticket, I'm not an advocate for that ever, but maybe I could see it sliding through. Not a game I'm in love with tonight. I would lean Pistons, forced to play it, but probably won't play it. Roof?
Yeah, that's the only one I like in that time slot is the Pistons. I was initially on the Heat, and then I looked. This is the kind of spot where the Heat kind of play down to teams. In their last, I think, 16 meetings, they're 3-12-1 against the spread. So Pistons have a knack for covering against the Heat. They covered against them. I think they played twice this season. They've covered in both meetings as well. I think it's the smallest line, though, that we've seen of the game so far, but still, I think the Pistons cover here. So give me the Pistons plus the points.
Costi.
I'm staying away from this Miami-Detroit game. I don't really play the revenge game element just because they already played twice this year. They've split. Miami's the hotter team. Detroit has been falling off of late, and it's just too inconsistent for me to actually have a play on it. None of the data with how they've, Detroit as a home favorite and Miami as a road dog. ATS, there's no real value there as well. And I honestly, I don't like stepping in front of Miami right now. They've been hot of late. They won 4 in a row. And I just not buying it. I hate laying points with them on the road as well. So passing on that game. And then the other one, I'm with Jay. Charlotte for me. Keep fading Philly. Charlotte as a home underdog has been 60% this year. Like ATS. I like what I'm seeing out of Charlotte. And Philly's just ass, man. They are such ass. And like Jay said, their best player, McClain from Duke, was their best player this year. And now he's out and Embiid's out with another injury. Maxey has looked terrible this year. Just not the same team. And the cohesion that they had last year with Maxey taking over as the key player, they added all these guys and made them worse. Charlotte for me with the points.
Let's keep it rolling. We head over to Toronto, a.k.a. Seattle.
The Raptors.
Raptors, home dogs.
They're not too crappy.
They're not too crappy. I'm rocking with them boys. Might move back to Toronto, low key.
Have you had? Let me ask you this, Jay. Have you ever had the jam session play of the day, the Raptors this year?
I don't think so.
Not saying it's today, but if it does happen, I think we should.
I don't think I have. I bet them a good amount this season, but top play, I don't think so. We got them boys though, dogs with the York, Chicago, Bulls rolling in, man, and we got Cleveland laying 10.5 on Brooklyn. Franchise, what you got?
Honestly, I don't love either one of these games, but I'll lean towards the Raptors. Now the line's flipped to them being dogs at home. It's just that's where they play their best basketball. Long story short, they've been money in the underdog role this season. Yeah, having no Scotty Barnes hurts, but even as a healthy lineup, the Chicago Bulls have had issues defensively all season long. I'm with you. I don't really love this card today either.
I hate it.
I really don't like today's card, but I'll
I don't really ever hear me say that either, but I hate today.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'll stick with Toronto plus the 1.5, but again, I'm probably not gonna be betting too much NBA today.
Fair. Nah, I get it. Costi.
It's so hard. Now these inflated lines, like we're at that point in the season where you should have been taking Cleveland the first month. Now they're inflating the lines. It's going to get even dicier. They're laying double digits on the road. They're only 500 as an away favorite. But I also don't trust the Nets right now. They have a completely different roster than when they were doing really good as well. I know they're great against the spread, 15-9, but you can't go into this NBA season week to week and just be blindly looking at against the spread numbers. That's where you will get roasted. Different lineup. I just don't trust this game. If anything, I would have a small lean on the Nets. There's going to be a period of time for a month or two where you're going to say, man, Cleveland is winning games, but they're not covering. And I think the inflation of the line is going to be a telltale. So small lean for me on Brooklyn. And then I'm going to take Toronto here at home. Chicago Bulls are ass. This one of the last videos. It was the Friday when Mitch bet the Bulls. He wouldn't let that go for like a week. He was so mad. He was mad. He couldn't stand them. He's like, how are you going to give up this many points? You suck. Man, Bulls have to travel through customs here. Toronto, as a home underdog's been in a good spot. Chicago should be laying points on the road versus anybody. Raptors for me.
The thing about Chicago is they're actually better on the road than they are at home this season. I think they're 7-6, I think, at home. 1-0 as an away favorite this season are the Bulls. But in that same breath, the tied for number one ATS teams are two teams in this slot, Toronto and Cleveland. They're both 18-8 against the number this season. They've covered in 69.2% of their games. I'm rocking with them both here. I'm rocking with Cleveland. I'm rocking with Toronto. Brooklyn is up there too. Brooklyn's covered in 62.5, and you're getting 10.5. So I definitely get it. That's what makes that game tough. And to be honest, I agree with a lot what Costi was saying. I don't agree with Costi all the time, but sometimes he be on the point. Sometimes he be talking gibberish. But right then, I kind of agree with what he was saying. Cleveland, they're starting to now, here soon, enter that overrated, overvalue. Like, you're just going to be laying too much wood with them boys. And on the road, it's a little dicey. So, forced to play that game. Cleveland for me. And then Toronto for me at home dog. But both of them, I don't feel great about. I'm just being 1,000, which I don't feel great about either one of them. Over the last couple of years, though, the days that I be saying I don't feel great, or today's I mess around and sweep. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But Cleveland and Toronto. Last two games in the NBA, we got the Nuggets and the Kings and the Jazz and the Clippers. Costi.
I'm taking the Clippers here. This is a typical spot for me. The Clippers have been solid 4-2 against the spread at home when they are a favorite. The Jazz have been 500 on the road as an away underdog, but they've usually, the Jazz in recent years, would defend their home court, and that's the spots we really like to take them. On the road, this is the spots that we really like to fade them. The Clippers really sunk into that home arena. They started off cold. Their record is 9-6, but they started off extremely cold. So since that beginning stretch of that, added anxiety playing in that $1 billion arena, now they've kind of figured it out, and they're the better team. Harden is playing probably the best basketball I've seen in the last 5-6 years out of him. Utah Jazz have been an abomination of a franchise this year. They really didn't lose much in the offseason, and they just stink, man. So I'm taking the Clippers at home here. And then the other game I don't love, but small lean Denver on the road. Both of these teams, I mean, it's basically a coin flip game. Sacramento really doesn't have home court advantage at all. The injury designations for Denver is the one thing that could possibly, I don't know if Murray's going to play. Do you know if he's playing or not? Jay?
Right now, he's
day to day right now. That's the big factor.
He's probable, so
he'll probably play. So small lean on Denver. But I like the Clippers a lot more than Denver in this slot.
I don't like this backhand. I don't like this card, bro. It's picked between two evils in every game is what it is. It's like nobody's really just in a bet on situation today is what
right.
I'll say. All the games are kind of just what they are. As somebody like me who loves betting spots and situations, as I were going through the card, I'm like, damn, nobody really fit what I'm trying to do. I think I have a short saying those things on our shorts. Go check that out. But yeah, man, unless you don't have to bet every game, fellas, man. Unless it fits what you're trying to do, you don't got to bet it. You don't have to. Bankroll management is just as important as winning games. But what I will say is, forced to play, I would take the Kings. It's disgusting, I know. Laying points with the Kings, I know. I got to take them, though. I don't trust Denver still on the road. I trust Denver at home. This feels like a fork in the sand style game for the Kings, bro. They're ass, but they need to make a move soon or it's over. So like the beam style spot, they're favored at home for a reason. Makes my stomach hurt. I ain't gonna lie, but give me Sacktown. And then I agree with Costi. The Jazz are on the DMB. The Jazz fading their ass, especially on the road. Clippers, this should be a bounce back spot after getting beat up in 3 straight games. So give me a bounce back spot at home for the Clippers. But like 8.5, honestly, like any other day, bro, I promise you I would not even really be thinking about laying 8.5. But if it was 5, 6, I would have laid it. But 8.5, you basically need to win by double digits. And it's like, do we really trust the Clippers to win by double digits, especially with their injury report looking the way it is? Terrence Mann and Derek Jones Jr. out. I know they beat them by 11 earlier this year, but feel me? Lean towards the Clippers, but I'm not in love with it. No, Kawhi not back yet. Soon. I think I saw reports that he might be back soon, but not yet. So Lean Clippers. Not totally in love with it though. Roof, close us out.
Yeah, I think it's it's Clippers or nothing for me in that game. I think that's the only one I like there is because it's more of a fade of the Jazz, I think, more than anything else. Just been really, really bad on the road. I think they're the worst road defensive team in the NBA this season. And the Clippers, it's one of those games where it's like the Clippers may not be at full strength, but that isn't stopping the Jazz from not losing this game by double digits. You know what I mean? Like it's like they'll do it to themselves. So lean towards the Clippers for me. It's the only game I like in that last time slot.
Over to the NFL, the National Football League. 2 games tonight on a Monday. Back to the doubleheader. First one. Chicago
Bears.
Bears? What the fuck? I don't know.
Bears? That doesn't work.
Bears?
Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams? Man. They getting
Caleb Williams tries to do like the jog out of the tunnel and he trips. Kind of look like Michael Jordan. And he, like, falls
to be
over
fair,
himself.
Caleb Williams is not injured. He's been getting beat up week to week, comes out and plays. It's how he plays, but the injury is not his issue.
He's playing like he's injured. He's the only quarterback that plays like he's injured when he's healthy.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good. Who's up first?
Roof.
Are we going one at a time?
I think it's me. I think it's me. Bear down, Chicago Bears. The pride and joy of Illinois. Bear down, Chicago Bears. Yeah, I know what it is. I'm taking the points with them boys. Late season, division game, good team versus ass team, overrated, overvalued team, laying a touchdown. No. I'm taking the Bears. Bear down, Chicago Bears. The pride and joy of Illinois. Bear down, Chicago Bears. Yep, that's where I'm at. I need the full touchdown in my back pocket. Defensive game. Sam Darnold rears his ugly head again. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God, I really laid a touchdown with Sam Darnold. What am I doing? Yes. And we'll see. So I'm just grabbing 7 in a late season division game against a team who the Vikings are a good team, but they're overrated, overvalued, and their quarterback is not good enough for me to lay that many points at home. I'm sorry. Can't do it, won't do it. So we'll see how it plays out. Roof?
I'm going to go with a sort of a route that I don't normally take. And we take the Vikings in the first quarter. Yeah, I it's actually probably my favorite bet of the two Monday night games. I think Williams is going to come out a little bit rattled early on. Monday night game, prime time in Minnesota, which is a tough place to go on the road and win anyways. You know, a division game. I think Caleb Williams comes out a little bit rattled here. And the Vikings have one of the highest point totals in the first quarter in the NFL this season. So I think they come out.
Did you just take a football nerfy?
No.
Yerfy.
What you could either one could be. You could say both. One team's a nerfy, one team's a yerfy.
Yeah, so I just because I could see the game finishing right on 7. So I think first quarter, I think they come out fast and take care of business early. So
all right, the Vikings yerfy. Vikings yerfy. What the hell is going on here? Bears for me. Touchdown, 7 points. Minnesota has no clear advantage as a favorite this year at home against the spread. Chicago's been horrible as a road dog against the spread, but division game, prime time. I think they keep it close. And if anything, it's asking for a backdoor cover, which Chicago is perfect at being. There's been a couple spots this year, one of which was in this game where they just, early in the year, they're just figure it out late. They lose games, but 7 is too much. I do think that there's an overvalue there from last game because Minnesota blew out the Falcons and Jordan Addison was cooking. Jet was cooking. I mean, they looked unstoppable, but there's always a regression there in division games specifically. I think it's too many points here. Give me Chicago plus the 7.
Keep it pushing. We head over to Las Vegas. Vegas, baby.
That ain't us.
Where the Raiders got a Monday night football game. The Raiders.
That ain't us.
Falcons rolling in. Primetime Kirk. Chris, what you doing?
I'm taking the under here. I think this is a horrendous quarterback matchup. Kirk Cousins, no touchdowns, 8 picks in his last 4 games. As bad as the Raiders defense is, they might even be able to get a pick off of Kirk Cousins here. But even if Cousins has a decent enough game, I don't trust Desmond Ridder. I think that's just the long and short of it. I mean, in games where we saw Ridder as a starter for the Falcons,
Ridder, revenge game
against the former team.
Revenge game.
Mm-hmm.
Desmond Ridder, revenge game.
Oh my God. We've seen totals of it was 20-6, like 23-9, stuff like that. So yeah, no, I'm going with the under here. Could see it being a run heavy approach on both sides. Give me the under.
Cast.
Yeah, I don't agree with much from Roof, but I strongly agree on this under. When I set this line, I had it at 39. Couldn't believe it was in the 40s. I could see this being a 17-14 game. Desmond Ridder, when he's come in relief of Aiden O'Connell, has looked very mediocre. They have one good wide receiver, and he's not even a wide receiver. It's Brock Bowers. No running game. Defense is spotty, but with Max Crosby there, you just never know. He loves primetime games. Atlanta has been just god-awful. They're on my do-not-bet list. I have gotten killed with them this year in spots that looked like, just like Jay with NBA, there's certain spots that you do it with certain teams. Atlanta was in those spots early, and they did well, and then they just completely blow it up. And Atlanta went with Cousins, and he has just been awful down the stretch. He's not getting Bijan the ball. He's not getting Drake London the ball. He's not getting Kyle Pitts the ball. Kyle Pitts has gotten goose eggs in fantasy for two weeks.
Just came across my phone. David Montgomery out indefinitely. MCL. Damn. Bye, Detroit. Sorry, Costa. Anyways.
I'm not even mad about Detroit. I'm in the semis of my fantasy football league.
Damn.
And he came back in the game. They brought him back in the second half. Usually that's a good sign. Shoulder. They say shoulder.
MCL.
MCL, really? Yeah, so under for me. The Vegas game.
Total boys right here next to me, man. I'll get y'all what y'all came here for. Chris, what was that stat? 0 touchdowns, 8 picks last 4 games. And now he finna come do some shit on primetime? Y'all not know this man nickname is Primetime Kirk Cousins. You telling me they finna go into Las Vegas. Trash-ass Raiders. Right? Or on Monday Night Football. Right? Why the hell are the Raiders on Monday Night Football anyway? Let's start there. And then y'all think they finna let them get blown out on the Monday Night Football game they already don't deserve by a quarterback who ain't never done shit in primetime, who the last 4 games has thrown 8 picks, 0 touchdowns. It don't even make sense. The path to Atlanta is not even there. No, I don't like that. I'm fading his ass. I'm fading Kirk. I'm taking Las Vegas. This is a Raiders team still playing for their coach. It's a Raiders team, you know, vibes for a bad team. They're not bad because they know what's coming down the pipeline, man. They told me bust down my AP. Perfect timing on the horizon. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm on Las Vegas. They're going to compete here. They're not going to win the game. Atlanta probably wins the game. But I think the Raiders definitely keep it competitive. They told me bust down my AP. Perfect time. Y'all, that's going over y'all head. Do y'all know what that is, Chris and Costa?
I don't know what you're talking. You're just mumbling.
They told me bust down my AP. Perfect time.
What is he saying?
Do you know that's a song? Do you know whose song that is? Shedeur
Diddy.
Shedeur Sanders.
Oh,
Shedeur Sanders has a song?
Yeah. It was crazy enough is every time Colorado scored this season, they played it after.
That shows how much I watched a lot of
that's
Colorado.
why I didn't know. I listen to music. That doesn't suck.
Nah, the song actually go hard. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even. You know what I mean? Listen to it. Go listen to it. Perfect timing.
I'll go listen to it.
Where's that hype train
right
that I
after.
made? Where's the hype train that I made?
I don't have the one you made, but I think I got the old one. Let me see.
No, you need the new one. The new one's way harder.
I don't think I got the new one. I don't have the new one. The new one's on my phone. Let me see if I got the old one. I do.
Oh yeah, that's the young Jay. I got the updated version.
All aboard.
All aboard.
I didn't say it was a hit. I said it was a cool song. It's cool. It's cool. It's just funny. But yeah, that's what I like, man.
Remember, I mentioned that on the show that if you wanted to create a parlay song for us, I had a couple people reach out. I have somebody actually in Texas that's recording it as we speak. One of our fans. So we'll see. We'll see. And I'm going to pick the finished product. They'll still probably not get approved to be on the show. But I'm trying.
I can already tell you it's not going to be approved to be on the show.
It might be good, Chris. Just be open-minded here. Stop being such a
I was
negative.
open-minded the first time.
No, the first time was AI. That was different. First time was AI. None of you guys liked it.
A station. All right, fellas. Roof, what you got going today over at Pick Dags Premium?
Yeah, today I got NHL Power Play for $15. Also, really, really like today's College Hoops card, the 3-pack that I have on the board, and I got a College Hoops play of the day as well for $25. So make sure you go on over, check that out, start the week strong. So let's make some money.
Hop on with Ruffalo. Costa, what you got going on over at Insider Plays?
So as always, we cater to the high roller that wants more so that personalized touch to every single program and game. It's not just me giving you games. We coach you every day on how much to bet on each game, bigger or smaller. And Eric and myself provide a lot of strategy talk as well as videos in our Telegram channel. So if you're somebody that's interested and have a bankroll of 10,000 or more, definitely reach out. We'll have a free consultation and we'll take it from there.
Fair enough. We were just in Vegas for the Earl Spence and Tyson Crawford fight, and he gave me a full tour of Vegas, and I got to experience all of Vegas in like 10 hours with Mitch. He took me everywhere. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, damn, bro. He took me all up and down the strip, bro. He showed me everything. Took a picture with the million. Shout out my man. Shout out my mentor. For me today, I have let me see what I got going on today. I have one NBA play. Probably just gonna have one. Just one. I don't like today's card. I don't want to force it. So did I say Tyson Crawford? I meant Terrence Crawford, bro. My mind's scattered Monday. But I got one NBA play today. We're gonna hit it hard. We're gonna bet it hard. We're gonna hit it hard. Scoop it up. We've hit what? 11. No, we hit 12 of 17. And let me get out the official number. So I forgot what it is. It is we've hit 12 of 17 and we've hit 17 of 25. So I'm just trying to keep the momentum rolling for you. Scoop up that NBA play today. Probably have one college hoops in there. I know I have at least one NFL, maybe two. So not a whole lot for me today, but still some quality. Just a little bit of everything sprinkled in is how I'm attacking the board tonight. So scoop it up. Hop on something long-term and pair me up with Roof or anybody at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's kick the crap out of the books. Let's do what we do. That's all I got for y'all, ladies and gentlemen, today, man. Except for parlay, parlay, parlay. Parlay, parlay, parlay. Parlay, parlay.
You know what? Just wait till I bring this fire song.
Parlay, parlay.
Telling you. And again, if you guys are on live and you guys have some musical background and you could create something of substance that I could bring to these guys because they're very picky.
Parlay, 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 parlay.
How about that? Fuck you guys. How about that? Fuck you guys. How about that? How about that? You like that? Fuck you guys.
You like that? No, I do not
like that. You like that?
Who do you think you are? I am.
Oh yeah, he the GOAT. Shout out him, bowler.
Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm doing it again. I'm leaving the show. New show.
New show. Same channel.
Won't be here.
Well, I'm leaving. New show. Same channel.
Oh man, that's hilarious, bro. Scoop up some merch. We got some merch. You can get you a Pick Dogs hoodie. Scoop up some merch.
I got the 3/4 zip is really nice. Nike. The trucker hat's really nice. What else did I get? The gym hoodie's really nice. The full zip. Good material. I don't know. What else did I get? I didn't get the polo. You guys get polo?
Nah, I didn't get a polo. I'm surprised you didn't. That looks like the golf shirt for you.
Yeah, I guess because it wasn't summertime anymore, so I figured I'd get it eventually. It's cold, man.
Probably need time for me. I'm gonna make my own, so I might have some special orders soon. I'm gonna get a crew neck. I'm gonna get her like a sweatshirt, and I'm gonna get it to say like in writing, like Pick Dogs University. Oh, that's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
That's gonna be hard.
Wait till I put it together. It's gonna say the Pick Dogs University.
I like that.
I'm gonna let y'all know. Got to get with my merch lady. See how I go.
Kelly said there's going to be a new logo. They were talking about a little improved. Yeah. This is old logo. New logo. Old logo. New logo.
Oh my God, bro. That's hilarious.
That's great.
What you got for me today, Roof? Parlay, parlay, parlay.
I'm gonna go with just the 2-teamer from the NFL. Minnesota first quarter and the under in the Falcons Raiders. And I forgot to give this out. First touchdown. I'm gonna go with the touchdown prop escalator for that Vikings game. TJ Hawkinson. Anytime touchdown. First touchdown at plus 1,200 and 2+ touchdowns at plus 2,000.
Divine, the wind.
one of my pause. I gotta tell you, still, because you just reminded me with the Kansas City motion. Still, one of the craziest moments for me with Mitch, bro, was in Vegas. I'll never forget this shit, bro. Dude had a parlay, I forgot. It was like a 6-leg, 7-leg parlay, and it came down to the last leg. And it was the Royals. And they were down. He had Royals run line. Oh, my God. He had Royals run line. And they were down 2. And he says to me, before, like a couple innings before it happens, he goes, they're gonna win this, and they're going to cash for me. So it gets down to the last at bat, and it's Bobby Witt Jr. And he goes, he's finna hit a grand slam. And sure fucking enough, bro. A couple minutes later, Bobby Witt smacks that grand slam and cashes that parlay. I'll never forget that shit, man. Like that was crazy. A grand slam to cash like a 6-leg parlay on a walk-off, walking through Vegas, bro. Like it was on some movie style shit. Like
I got a reverse one. So Mitch has this round robin, and we're at dinner. It's Grand Canyon money line. It was what was the other team?
Yeah, I remember this one. This was
So he had this round robin. He had this crazy round robin, and it was like, so we're trying to figure out the round robin calculator at dinner, and somebody comes to him after like 4 attempts. They're like, "You're up $120,000." Mitch is going crazy. He's like, "Oh my God!" He walks up to the counter. It's 21,000. He's like, "What?" He's like, "It's wrong."
I remember that, bro. That was hilarious, bro.
It was a crazy round robin. We couldn't figure it out.
We were sitting there at dinner trying to figure out how much. None of us knew how to calculate the round robin.
It was so many legs, and
it was like, so many legs. So we were trying to figure it out.
Something came.
Imagine the shock when we all got to the window. I mean, it was still 21.
He asked him to count it again. I swear he asked him to count it again. Oh, that was so good.
I miss my dog every day, man.
Oh, man.
What you got for my leg today, McCosty?
We're going to go parlay. We're going to go Bears, Pistons, Raptors.
Our interception prop, I think, cast again yesterday, right? The Mac Jones, Jameis Winston. I forgot who the last one
Will
was.
Levis.
Yeah. Money.
You should have went double if you did.
I know.
I
know. So that's why we're going to run it back again tonight. Tonight, we're just going to take all 4 quarterbacks that throw interception. We're just going to parlay all of them. Caleb Ass Williams is going to throw one. Mr. Last 4 games, 0 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He's going to throw one on prime time. Kirk Cousins. Desmond Ridder. Come on, bro. Against his old team, they scouted him all for the last couple seasons. They finna get him. It's a new regime over there, but still, same players. New team. New team, same channel.
New team, new team, same players.
New team, same players. There we go.
Same court.
And who am I missing? Oh, Sam Darnold. Duh. He's throwing one as well. So we'll do everybody to throw an interception.
I'm locking this in right now.
They're not giving me a Desmond Ridder.
You know what? I couldn't get a certain interception. I couldn't get Will Levis. They took it off the board.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta be looking for him hard.
They took it off the board for me. I did Jameis Winston yesterday. It was minus 220 to throw one.
For me, when I place them, they be around like a little plus money. They don't be no huge money. It just be funny to watch because you know this shit happen. Ritter's questionable, so that's why he's probably not up. He'll be up later though. He'll be up there. So that's my prop parlay for y'all. Just everybody to throw an INT tonight. For game wise, let's go with all the games that just make my stomach hurt. So Sacramento laying the 1.5, Raptors plus the 1.5, and Dallas Stars. I might really go to that tonight because it's not like these Monday games are any good that I gotta sit here and watch them. So we'll see. I'm gonna tweet out, let y'all know if I'm at my Dallas Stars tonight. I'm gonna beat the Capitals just because Roof is on the Capitals. 3-teamer. Let's do it. Money Making Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. We'll be back same time, same program tomorrow, same show, same channel. So you don't gotta worry about it. We'll be back.
I'm not gonna be here. Starting a new show. Same channel.
We'll be back tomorrow, man. Jam session for me will be up here in a minute. I told you I only got one play I'm betting officially, and then that'll be up in a second too. So just gonna talk y'all through it. That's all I got. Roof, any last words for you today, my man? Franchise?
No, sir. Let's get paid today. Start the week strong.
Let's do it. Costi, we won't see you till Friday, man. Any last words till then?
Thank God.
Listen, bowl games start tomorrow. Get ready for these amazing bowls.
Get him out of here.
No. And
I do have closing words. Fuck you guys. How about that?
Oh man.
Sit and swivel, Costi.
How many bowl games we got starting tomorrow?
I was talking about on your finger.
We got one tomorrow?
Yeah, Memphis, West Virginia.
Where's it at? That's a decent game.
I think it's the Frisco Bowl, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, that is the Frisco Bowl. That's up the street. I could go
There's
to
a
that.
lot of them up the street from you.
Yeah, I could go to that if I wanted to.
Carrie could go see the Boca Raton Bowl.
Oh God, who is that? I can't remember.
That's Western Kentucky, James Madison, FAU Stadium, right down the
Oh
street.
God.
Yeah.
That's the opt-out bowl.
But that's all for me. For anything from you, Costa.
That's it. Money Making Monday. MMM.
Money Making Monday. That one wasn't me.
You know what?
That one was not me.
Fuck you, Chris. How about that? You get the double.
Up a little bit. There you go.
See y'all tomorrow, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. We out of here. Peace.